morning. Today we're doing a Baltimore turn and then go into Raleigh-Durham.
Terrence, what is wrong with you? Why you let your kids...
Alright, I'm now in Raleigh, North Carolina in my hotel room. How did my day go? Let's talk about it. I didn't film anything, so let's just talk about my day. So we went from Chicago to Baltimore. That was fine. The problems happened from Baltimore to Chicago. I was doing my beverage service, and I had a gentleman who asked for double whiskey. Give it to him, charge him, and that's that, I continue with my beverage service. And then I find out that the flight attendant who was working with me, Michaela, came through not really realizing that I gave him a double whiskey and gave him a double vodka. And this guy was not making a mixed drink or anything, not even on the rocks. He literally opened the bottles and just went. So if you're keeping track, he had 3 shots of whiskey, 3 shots of vodka, because little bottles are 1.5 shots, if you didn't know. So we are now at 6 shots of alcohol. And if you don't know, 1 drink in the sky is equivalent to 3 drinks on the ground. This was a recipe for disaster, and disaster happened. So, finished my beverage service, and I see that he has spilled all over himself. So I was like, okay, let me get you some napkins. And get him napkins, and the lady next to him is like, oh, could you get him a water? This little sweetheart trying to help him out. They're not even flying together. She's just unfortunate enough to be sitting next to him. But so I get him a water, and I can tell things are going south, and they're going south fast. So I get him a water, and he ends up spilling that water all over himself. Not only did he spill vodka, but now he's spilling water. And so it's just a mess of things. I come back again. I just keep the water coming because he appeared to be under the influence of alcohol. And he started to get very handsy, and he was, kind of touching the woman next to him. And I come up to her, and I'm like, hey, are you guys traveling together? She's like, no. And I'm like, we have some open seats in the back. Go now. You do not need to sit next to him any longer. Thank you for being as helpful as you were. But so the whole flight, me and this flight attendant are just trying to force feed this man water and snacks and just try and get him to sober up, especially because he needs to connect to a flight to Tokyo. I don't know if you know this, but if you are intoxicated and you try and get on a plane, they're not letting you on. So we're telling him, you need to sober up or they will not let you on this plane to Tokyo. Flight continues, and he needs to use his bathroom. Okay. So he gets up, and he's just stumbling down the aisle, pretty much almost falling on the passengers. It's bad. He gets to the lavatory, and he cannot open the door. So I go and I open the door for him. And he's in there for a while, and he actually presses the lavatory call button. So I go there and I'm like, hey, do you need any help? And he's like, no. I'm like, okay, well, you just press the button, so I'm just checking on you. He finally gets out of the bathroom, and he goes to his seat. He sits down, and he passes out. So I go, and I check the lab, because a woman wanted to use the bathroom before him, but I was like, hey, can you wait? He might need a little time, a little help. And so she, graciously waited, let him go first. So I go and I check the bathroom, and you don't understand. There was pee everywhere. When I say everywhere, I mean everywhere. Like, it was on the walls, all over the floor. Like, I kid you not, I'm pretty sure it was on the ceiling, like, dripping from the ceiling, like on the mirror, in the sink, just everywhere except for the toilet. So of course I turn to the woman, I'm like, don't go in there. Trust me, don't go in there. I like take the whole thing of paper towels and I just like throw them everywhere. I take the freshener spray and I'm just spraying just everywhere, and I just close the door, and luckily there was only like a half an hour left of the flight, but thank God for the people to clean the plane after. I could not do that job. Like, we actually had to have a gate agent come and escort him off the plane. And I kid you not, the gate agent lost him. Takes him out into the terminal and decides to answer a phone call, because that's obviously more important than this incredibly intoxicated passenger. So he answers a phone call, and this guy just books it away. And he's just gone, and the gate agent just couldn't find him. So this guy may or may not have actually made it to Tokyo. Who knows? Again, that's how my day went. That's all I got.
It's about 8:45. I've got an early showtime tomorrow, so I'm gonna sign off. Hopefully other people upload soon. Until then, good night. See you tomorrow.